It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
And we're underway. Grilic. Gregoric. Schlager. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now that's well seen too. Lienhardt. Leimer. Schmidt. Lienhardt. Aim forwards. And it's Arnautovic. Does really well to win the ball there. Schmidt. Alaba. Can he deliver? Leimer. That looks a good cross. And it's played forward. Well timed, excellent interception. Leimer. Over to the left. And it's Leimer. Leimer stood his ground strongly. And here's Arnautovic. Arnautovic! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Arnautovic probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Calmly anticipates. Moved on forwards. Schlager. Schmidt. Nice looking ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Decent progress down the left. Nice control. A chance to play it in. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, it's played into the area. That's really well manoeuvred. Can he get onto this? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. That's a throw. Schmidt. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Alaba could try cutting inside here. Leimer. Lienhardt. Schmidt. It's Alaba. Defending of the desperate variety. Aim forwards. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Moved on forwards. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Lienhardt. And it's played forward.
Arnautovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Clipped into space. And the ball is out of play. Played into space out wide. Alaba can get it clear. Could move up a gear here. Arnautovic. Wins the duel this time. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Schlager. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, I'm seeing a very cautious approach to defending. Not a lot in the way of high pressing, which is probably seen as a bit too risky just now.
KYRGYZ, spread out to the left. Gone behind for a goal kick. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Schlager. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Schmidt. Schmidt! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Schmidt. Schlager. Schmidt. Schlager. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Aim forwards.
Austria are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through zone.
And that could set him on his way. And he's onside. Time to deliver. Played into the middle. And it's been played through. It's anyone's ball now. He can get that clear. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. keeper's got good distance on that. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Schlager. Moved on forwards. KYRGYZ. Still goalless at the moment. KYRGYZ. Oh, can he get onto this? Schmidt. Alaba. Schlager. KYRGYZ. Schlager. Schmidt. Schlager. And it's played forward. Schmidt. Schlager. Moved on forwards. KYRGYZ. Schlager. KYRGYZ. And he's well positioned. KYRGYZ! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Clears it away. And it's Alaba. Schmidt. Played into the box. And the keeper has it. Now then, the ball's come loose. KYRGYZ. Schlager. KYRGYZ. Schlager. Oh, good spread. Cleared away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
It's a throw-in. KYRGYZ. And here's Arnautovic, out to the right. A lot of space ahead of him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cuts out the pass. Schmidt. And it's Lima. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And he's there to clear it. Schmidt. And he shoots!
Schmidt has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
This looks sharp. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Showing good feet. Shot, surely! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Tries to get it clear. Schmidt. Schlager. Played towards the other side. Driven forward. Oh, nice touch. Plenty waiting in the middle. Tries a shot! He's got away with one there.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Lienhardt, aim forwards. Lima, forwards and with intent. That's really well manoeuvred. Played out to the right. Drilled in low. Grilic. Schmidt. Lima, shifted upfield. Plays it out wide. And that was nowhere near his best. He's in plenty of space here. Arnautovic. And it's Alaba. Alaba. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Shot a goal! Gets good distance on it.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Nice physical challenge. Alaba. Lima. And it's come back to the keeper. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Lienhardt gets over and intercepts. Oh, good spread. That's good play. And it's played forward. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Moved on forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That's really well manoeuvred. Lienhardt. Leimer. And here's Arnautovic. Alaba. Arnautovic looking to run onto it. That has been knocked clear. Hit into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. Austria have got it back and they'll have another go. Gregoritsch! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. Grilic, out to the left it goes. Great defending, strong and determined. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Schmidt. Schlager. Schmidt. And it's Alaba. Arnautovic. Serves up across. Bit of a misjudgment. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Lienhardt. Aim forwards. Schlager. Leimer. And here's Arnautovic. And Arnautovic! Goal, Austria! First blood drawn. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Austria have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Grilic. Schlager. Austria, half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Leimer. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Out for a throw. Schlager. That's a dangerous ball. Now it's Gregoric. Gregoric! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's a mighty effort! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Lima really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Grilic is onto it in a flash. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Gregoric. Not one of his best. Quality ball. Linhart gets it clear. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Schlager. Gregoric. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Lima. Alaba. Linhart. Lima. Linhart. Schlager. Gregoric. Out to the right. Back into the middle. Schmidt. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And here's Arnautovic. And Arnautovic! Can he stop it going out?
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Smashing header! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Austria are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Lima, who's set up one goal so far. Arnautovic! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. there to clear it. It's gone for a throw-in. Schlager. And across. Cleared away. That's really well manoeuvred. And he cuts out the supply. Schlager. Schmidt. Austria have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Up towards the front line. Oh, nicely intercepted. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Schlager. Arnautovic. He's had a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. He whips it across. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. It makes life so much harder for that defence.
And it's hoisted clear. And it's Lima. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. Takes aim and crosses. And that's too far for anyone. Lienhardt. That has been cut short. That's been drilled forward. And we hit half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for the third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Austria go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. So we're just settling back into this second half. No reported change to either side during the break. Lima. Lienhardt. Alaba. Very nicely done. Now it's Lima. Alaba gets into some space. There are a few waiting for it. Oh, that's a fine challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Schlager. Some good work on the right flank here, and he's managed to get free. Oh, there's a probing ball. Lima shifted upfield. That's an imaginative pass. Brilliantly cut out. Lima. Muscular approach does pay off here. So who's he picking out? Drives it in. Alaba is there, and he can get that clear. Does really well to win the ball there. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Crossed into the box. Defending of the desperate variety. That's really well manoeuvred.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Schlager. Lienhardt. Lima. Schlager. Looks to the other side. It's an inviting looking ball that. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Played out to the right. Oh, he's found support out wide. Looking for a decent ball in. Lovely feet. Over to the left. Chance here to counter. Alaba. Lienhardt. Alaba. Lima. He's in plenty of space here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Schlager. So what can they make of this? And he's surging through. Moved on forwards. Lienhardt getting this one clear. And that's aimed into the middle. Danger averted for now. Jordan have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Climbs up big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Oh, it's come loose. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Lima. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. And he goes cross-field. Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Throw in. It'll be a throw-in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Played towards the other side. Now what about... And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off. Arnautovic. KYRGYZ. Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And it's played forward. Nice interception, well timed. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And claimed it back swiftly. Arnautovic looking to add to his goal. Lienhart shifted upfield. Schmidt. Lima. Alaba. Arnautovic. And it's Lima. And he welcomes it in. KYRGYZ! And he comes up trumps again. Defending, but that'll do. Lima. Cross goes in there. Up he goes! Denied by an instinctive save.
KYRGYZ clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Clears it away. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Lima. Oh, look at the space here. And the finish!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Aim forwards. Lienhart. No. Again, there's no way through. Schlager. Arnautovic. Has a look and plays it forward. Clearly not happy with that. Schmidt. Leimer. Schlager. That's really well manoeuvred. Schmidt. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Gregoritsch. Gregoritsch! Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's come loose. Arnautovic. Chance! And a shot! They've played it short, and he thumps it clear. Schmidt. Leimer. Grilic. Leimer. Alaba. Schmidt. Lienhardt, gently done. Moved on forwards. Now it's Arnautovic. Arnautovic. And a chance! So who's he picking out? Played. Oh, what a climb! And he's there to get it away. And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
That is a brilliant interception. Leimer. Schmidt. Leimer. And the counter is on. Schlager. Oh, that's a nice ball.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Has a look and plays it forward. And that is a little undercooked. And it's played forward. A heavy challenge. Oh, he's called him there, it's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Oh, sweet feet. Shapes to shoot! And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's there to clear it. Aim forwards. Lienhardt. Alaba. Lienhardt. Leimer. Long ball by the goalkeeper. That's really well manoeuvred. Clears it away. Moved on forwards. Probing pass. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Leimer. Grilic. Leimer. Lienhardt. Schlager. And it's played forward. Aim forwards. Tries to get it clear. Schlager. And here's the chance to counter. Wins the duel this time. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Leimer. Grilic. Schlager. Schmidt. Now it's Gregoric. Moved on forwards. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. It could be in here. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as...
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Lienhardt. Schlager. Goes for the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Schmidt actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Aim forwards. Great ball if he can get there. Schlager. Schmidt. Leimer. Grilic. Leimer. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's played forward. The pass has gone astray. Lienhardt. Leimer. Alaba. Lienhardt. Schlager. Grilic. Lienhardt. Leimer. Grilic. Schlager. Proves too strong. Moved on forwards. Oh, Red, nice interception. Keeper's got good distance on that. KYRGYZ. Now it's Schlager. And here's Arnautovic. Arnautovic knocks it out wide. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, played through for the wide man. Looking for a decent ball in. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Now this is a potential flashpoint, and the referee has his hands full.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's gone for it! KYRGYZ. That's really well manoeuvred. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Defending of the desperate variety. Spread out to the left. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. KYRGYZ, the pressing's intense and it's paid off. Aim forwards. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Alaba. Up towards the front line. Alaba. And it's played forward. And here's Arnautovic. Now it's Laimer. And it's Alaba. That's a nicely weighted pass. Looking to break at pace. Oh, good spread. Laimer forwards and with intent. Goes for a shot! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
But there's going to be another change here. Cleared away. Arnautovic. KYRGYZ. That's a good run down the left. Laimer. Just 5 minutes left. And here's Arnautovic, and Arnautovic! Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's neat. Time to deliver. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Cross in. And the shot! Schlager. That's really well manoeuvred. Alaba. They get a throw in. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Substitution for Austria. Number 4. Coming on to replace him is number 2.
Succumbs to the pressure. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Schmidt. Lienhardt. Grilic. Lienhardt. They play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Gregoric wins the duel this time. Moved on forwards. Schlager. Out to the right. Well, they could break here. That is lovely. Grilic. Schmidt. Gets a good foot in there. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Well, we expected better, and so did he. He's in plenty of space here. Referee's given a throw. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Substitution for Austria. Number 18. Coming on the field is
Plenty waiting in the middle. A chance to play it in. Could be danger here. Lienhardt attempts a clearance. Grilic, aim forwards. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's shifting through the gears here. Now that's a fine challenge. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, I think, Peter, everybody in